work. Even if based on proven medical knowledge from 1918, Vampyr sometimes takes liberties when establishing possible links between scientific theories and supernatural creatures for theatrical purposes. In other words, do not try to cure any disease with any of the recipes shown in this video game. And no rats were harmed during the making of this game. Wow. It's good to know. I quite like rats. I think they get a bad rep. Well, what can I say so far? I'm enjoying the music. It's a little bit unnerving. Grating. In Vampyr, every action you take can have consequences. This game uses an autosave system. Whenever this symbol is displayed on your screen, an autosave is in progress. Please do not close the game when this icon is displayed. Take responsibility for your actions. Vampyr. That is the correct pronunciation, by the way. Vampyr. Now, the ACG review said this was playable HUDless, so that's something I'm looking forward to doing once I've got used to the game. Probably turn that off and that off at some point. Let's see, I guess. Nice. Takes the whole thing off there, it looks like. Okay, let me just have a little sip of this tea before I start. Listen to the music. Let's go. Play Vampyr with low challenge. This will cost an important part of your experience, but will allow you to enjoy the story and explore with little danger. Play Vampyr in a more challenging way. Your power as a vampire is tied to the citizens you choose to embrace. Enemies are harder to kill and hit harder. Experience points rewarded by killing enemies in combat is reduced. We're obviously going to play normal. I think these both got added in a patch, actually. You will not be able to change difficulty mode during your playthrough. The more lives you take, the easier the game will be. Yeah, because I think taking lives is how you build XP. And essentially how you unlock your skill trees. So... may have to be a nasty man for once. Okay, I need to dim the lighting. Dimmington.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is war but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once
Good evening, dear.
Good evening, Anchor. How are you, man?
Good, and you?
Yeah, not bad, thank you.
Nice that you tried Focus Home Interactive Games.
I think I do have another game by these guys, by Don't Nod. I can't remember what it is though. Oh, they made didn't they make Life is Strange? I think they made Life is Strange. These guys. Oh no, I'm gonna have to eat somebody straight away. Oh, she knows me.
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Mary. No, no. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain! These patrols are after me. No! No! Don't shoot! This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here. This can't be happening. There's one of those burning. No, please, stop. I mean you no harm. What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about? Shit, where'd it go? Now, I can defend myself. Where'd it go? Kill the king! Over there! Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
He actually didn't. Who's gonna gun you down? Okay, this opening section seems pretty linear, so...
Who are you? I'm the Batman.
Oh.
That's what you do, leeches. Sorry.
Okay, so it's quite Dark Souls-y in terms of combat. I guess Bloodborne would be a more apt comparison. This reminds me of Assassin's Creed Syndicate, the opening level.
OMG, more new game.
Figment, how you doing, man? SMP, hello, how you doing, guys? Yeah, it's on. You know what? I've fancied it for quite a long time, and it's in the Halloween sale, £15, and the sale ends in a couple of days. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna grab it. It's Halloween coming up. I need something Halloweeny. Let's get this. How are you two guys doing? Hope you've had a great weekend. I'm hoping I like this more than I like Bloodborne.
No, please stop.
Doing great, and you, bro?
Yeah, good, thank you.
What do you want?
Have done, thank you, smile. Happy Halloween.
Yeah, man. Same to you, dudes. I mean, I don't really celebrate it in any way, but it's a fun holiday, you know? I prefer a paganist holiday to a Christian holiday.
Bloodburn is top 10 all-time.
I
media
know,
sell.
Figgy
Emoji
Fig.
face with hand over mouth.
I know,
Emoji big
Figgy
smile.
Fig.
Emoji big smile. Emoji big smile. Skipping the rest.
Figment,
This looks cool though.
Figment is Bloodborne's biggest fan. He's made an awesome YouTube video. What's the title of that YouTube video you did? Figment's that Bloodborne video you did.
Drew with Dad. Day.
Figment basically took footage from Bloodborne and footage from the film Brotherhood of the Wolf, amalgamated the two into like a really cool cinematic trailer. I don't know, Figment, if you want to link it in the chat, feel free. Yeah, I kind of like the idea behind this.
I think Bloodburn the movie fan trailer.
Okay,
I mean you no harm.
there you go. Bloodborne,
need
the
help.
movie,
Die,
fan
you
trailer.
fucking leech.
Roman, can you show me his vision or something for a
Please.
second?
Not yet, because I don't think I have any powers yet.
Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about?
Literally just started, Anchor, when you came into the
What in
stream.
guts? I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
I'm just in the tutorial phase, Anchor, so I can't really show you anything, dude.
The sun feels like it's burning me to the bone.
Certain elements like fire will deal aggravated damage that reduces your maximum health gauge.
Okay.
But
It was footage from Brotherhood, Van Helsing, The Void,
Oh, yeah.
interview with the vampire,
Yes.
the Mistad, and then music and voice from Bloodburn.
yes, check that out, guys. It's an amazing video he made. Bloodborne, the movie, fan trailer.
I need to find somewhere to hide.
Yeah, so this game seems to play really
Let me go!
in quite a unique way. Well, you know what? You can't say quite a unique way, can you? In a unique way. That's what made me mostly interested in it.
I need to find shelter.
Okay.
Is anybody there?
And one bonus from it is my PlayStation's relatively quiet, which makes a bloody change for me.
Place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
Okay.
What the location, it heavily reminds me of London in Syndicate.
Yeah, it says London. I'm not sure of the period, but Southwark. I mean, it's I think Whitechapel up here. I think this is Whitechapel. Not sure. I did see a little bit on the review earlier. You see, we're starting Southwark, not Southwark, as some American reviewers have heard talk about it on Assassin's Creed Syndicate before.
Yup, I got it.
I'm not sure about the.
A link URL. It's a nice day for a white wedding.
There you go, guys. If you like Bloodborne,
It's London.
SMP, Anchor, just pop out
Oh
of the
God,
stream.
I hope she doesn't read all that said.
Pop out of the stream and go and watch that video
Oh, good.
that Figment's just linked. It's friggin' awesome, man. And then drop him a like on it as well while you're there. I mean, you don't have to, but that's what you should do. Oh God, I hope she doesn't read all that. No, she didn't, brother.
Emoji folded hands with light skin tone. Emoji big smile. In Skyrim I am Dracula. Gonna go check out.
Hey Connor,
Figment,
how you
be
doing?
right back. On guys, shut it please.
Leeches do not fear the sun or fire, and they do not burst into flames or ashes when they are caught under rays of daylight. But it hurts them good, really good. I have personally chained a vampire to a tree to see what would happen when the sun rises. Its skin blackened in a few minutes as if it was burning from the inside. Its eyes and flesh melted, and I saw its unholy bones move and squeal as the beast tried to escape all day long. In the end, only a desiccated corpse remained, which started to slowly regenerate when the sun disappeared behind the horizon. I cut its head off to finally destroy it, and when I tried the same test with fire, the bloody leech never came back from the ashes. Fire is our weapon of choice, brothers. To burn the beast is the best way to kill it for good. From Know Your Enemies by Carl Aldrich.
Nice dramatic reading.
Thank you very much. I'll try my best. Aldrich, what's that? I know that name. That's there's like a Aldrich. There's something goth horror about that there. I'm not quite putting a finger on right now.
What video am I supposed to check out on Figment's channel?
There's a link there. He dropped a link in the chat there. Just to scroll up a little bit and you'll see it. Okay, so I guess this is my first BOO. My first base of operations.
Sorry, it is not on my channel. Aldrich is like, I see it. Be right back.
Okie dokie, Dr. Jones. Aldrich is like... That Aldrich though, isn't it something from...
Lovecraftian thing.
Yeah, I think it's a Lovecraftian thingy, isn't it? I think there's a game called the Aldrich Chronicles or something.
Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Can't zoom in, I want to look at that photo, but never mind. Right, now, I know one thing we've got to find.
Lovecraftian London settings.
I do want to find a two-handed weapon, because they're the only ways you can parry, and you know me, I love my parries. Okay, hello. Nice mouth. You don't have.
Wait, this one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it to share the takers.
I suppose we are undertakers.
Now, give me an E. That's impossible.
And you can actually, there's not much of a heads-up display, but you can actually turn it off, which I'll probably do once I'm used to the game. Maybe in an hour or so. Ooh, no reflection. You're a vampire, Harry.
12 dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown of stone, that she might linger longer, her eyes as white as wool.
Who goes there?
A prayer for the summoned by warriors fall. A child born from darkness must take scent of his.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
£5.
What is the basic premise this far?
I'm not really sure.
Thus,
Not really sure. Anchor, you came in as soon as I did. A few things I do know is he's just come back from World War One. He's a doctor,
Johnny, this
and he's also a vampire.
And now, there's time. I can save him. That's the enemy coming. The orders are to evacuate the hospital.
And the Spanish flu is running rampant throughout London, I
And
think.
now,
my theory is
We
that his
fight.
mental fortitude kept
killing
him
is a hell of
sane.
a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
A reliable service pistol used by British troops as their standard firearm. Okay, level those up. I guess we need crafting items and a hideout workbench. October 15th. Bad sleep. Becky coughed all night and the fever made her delirious. I heard a loud noise in the morning. It's a big machine some men brought by the banks to dig a hole in the ground. It was some sort of mechanical shovel. Maybe I could go there and ask for some work. Becky needs medicine. 16th of October. I talked to the men with the mechanical shovel, but they
That's
told me
the reason he is still human in mind.
they are digging mass graves all around London. Safety measures, apparently. Is there a new epidemic? Is the flu coming back? They had no work for me. Becky slept a little last night. The foundry has been closed, and there are no more jobs nearby. 19th. I went to London to find some groceries and drugs. No trains. It took me the whole day to cross the Thames and come back. Becky seemed better. I made her soup. She ate. I found no drugs, only a few syringes, and some sleeping pills on the black market. We have no money left. Maybe I could go to Pembroke Hospital tomorrow, but it's so far, and I fear leaving my wife for so long. Becky threw up the meal a few hours after she ate. She is so frail now it makes me cry. She says she hears voices outside at night. She says she wants to eat meat. Where would I find meat? Tomorrow I'll barricade the house to protect us from looters. The men with the mechanical shovel have stopped digging the mass grave. I heard shouts last night as if they were attacked. Now there are only a few boats throwing bodies day and night into the giant hole. The smell is terrible. We should have left this house a week ago, but Becky, she refuses
She
to
is a
leave.
vampire.
She'd rather die, she said with a nasty smile. Why is she torturing me so? Becky just attacked me. She jumped on me from the stairs and tried to bite me. I had to smack her, but she smacked me back. I went upstairs and locked myself in the bedroom. Now I can hear her crying and mumbling downstairs. I retrieved the gun and hid in the ceiling since I retrieved the gun I hid in the ceiling since the war to protect the house. Now I'm ready to use it to protect myself from my own wife. I could not sleep at all. Becky spent the whole night scratching at the door asking for my help, begging me to let her in. But I was too afraid to open it. I'm just waiting for her to die now. It will not be long. I pray God it will end soon. 24th. I was so hungry. I tried to go downstairs this morning. Becky was sitting in the armchair by the chimney. She was panting like a dog,
Be back soon.
looking at me without moving, just following me around the room with her eyes. I pointed the gun at her sore face, but she did not react. I could not pull a trigger. I went back to my room. Alright, Figment, take care, buddy. 25th. The house is silent like a tomb. No more noises. Becky is dead now. Forgive me, my love. I was unable to save you. I'll be with you soon enough. So that was Becky downstairs, I guess. Rest in peace, Becky.
Poor sod.
Okay, let's get our head down.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it.
Bloody fool should have done it.
So be it. Rational thinking only.
No way. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens if I don't press it. I'll give it 30 seconds. Okay, I think I've got to do it. Good night, sweet prince. Trophy earned from here to eternity. Vampyr.
She was his wife, but after the attempted bite, she was a monster.
Yep, yep. Still, could you kill your wife, no matter how much of a monster? Wife or husband, no matter how much of a monster they became.
Madness. I've lost touch with the real.
As mad as the moon. No chains around its side. Glowing with flesh.
Evolution. Hideout beds allow you to evolve and rest. Spend experience points to level up and improve your vampiric skills. Autophagy. Begin by selecting the available skill. Autophagy, if that's how you pronounce it. Drain your own blood to heal normal and aggravated damage instantly. The vampire uses the power of his blood to heal normal and aggravated damage, increasing his flesh, nerve and bone regeneration. With time, this vampiric ability can be extremely powerful and is sure to surprise any unwary vampire hunter. We think of vampires as immortal, but if you can block their unnatural regenerative capabilities, they are more vulnerable than you think. Who said that? Our goddamn stream chat thing is a bit shitty today. But I will go the way I feel. Oh, Connor, hey man, do me a favour, bro. No backseat gaming. I love you, baby, but let me play it how I play it. You have enough XP to unlock an aggressive skill.
No,
Choose
it's
one to
advice from
unlock now.
someone who has.
Okay, but I don't. I'd prefer to. Fail by my own mistakes than succeed by somebody else's advice. No offense, dude. But you know, I can play it multiple times if I make mistakes the first time around. Okay, claws, blood spear, or shadow mist. Place a cloud of shadows at the target's feet. The cloud will explode after a short time. So a spear of blood.
It's for more weapon upgrade.
Okay, dude, seriously, stop. Thank you. I don't want any advice whatsoever. None. Thank you very much. If I did, I'd have watched a tutorial video or a things you should know before playing Vampyr or something like that. But thank you for your advice, but it is I prefer to play without it.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go for the blood spear, just because I love spears. That sounds cool. Do I have to take one, or can I not take one? Choose one to unlock now. Okay. The vampire wields their blood and throws it like a spear. This power can take time to charge, but it's deadly effective at medium to long range. It's a powerful supernatural tool for vampires who don't like close combat. If you cannot avoid the bloodsucker's attack, try to keep your mouth closed. It's a bit of a sniper ability. Let's see, we get a bit more of a... Vampire concentrates shadows around their prey to make them explode after a countdown. This explosion will injure anything in range. Vampires often use this ability to wipe out groups from a distance. I'm probably going to be more up close and personal. I'm going to take this. If you use your claws, you will see humans differently, like soft and tender meat. I'll take this one. Also, I think this one costs the least amount of... well, does the second best damage. I'm going to go with that. Can't choose science yet anyway, it's not unlocked. Oh wait, I could have had bite though. Oh no, they've just unlocked, they were all the padlocks on before. Okay.
Oh, until 8.
Seb. Guten Tag. Too late for what, man? You're never too late.
That voice in my head.
A wizard arrives precisely when he's supposed to. Night is here again. I'm in London now, somewhere near the East End docks, I suppose. I don't know this part of town. All I know is this. Someone is killing people here, murdering them, butchering them, drinking their blood, making them like him. Is this what happened to me? My poor Mary, my poor sister.
Not the first.
I must follow the blood trail, find answers. Maybe I should start by gathering information about what happened to this place while I was away. Then I will find who did this to me, who made me what I am now. Seb, you can't be the first every day, mate. Don't you worry, buddy. Identify and confront the vampire who created me. Reach the North Bank.
If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
You maybe want to change your sheet as well before you go back to bed, mate.
Bid the first like.
I hear people. Whoa, they're trying to break down my door. Get the hell out of here.
Where is it? Close.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Okay, so I unlocked an ability, but it hasn't taught me how to use them yet.
Here's the leech. Here!
Fight. Ooh, hello. Nice.
My head's spinning.
Can I put that in front of the door?
Come on, you coward!
don't you come and get me? A used stake. Offhand weapons can be used by pressing triangle. They have attacks with special effects and consume stamina. What does that red thing mean? It's locked?
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, all right.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End. Go back home.
Triangle to use your stake and inflict stun damage. A stunned enemy can be bitten.
Die, vermin!
Press cross to bite a stunned enemy. Biting an enemy provides you with blood.
Resident Evil 7?
Choose skills and also refills your health gauge. No. I was considering Resident Evil 2 today, but this was nearly half the price, so I went for this instead.
The strength I never knew I had.
R1 unleashes the vampire's skill. No, I played Resident Evil 7. I borrowed it from a friend a long time ago. Okay, so these are clearly shortcuts that I'm going to open up later. Just like in Dark Souls and Bloodborne.
It's dead, all right.
Whoa! Oh, I'm out of... Okay, I'm out of stamina or health, I'm not sure. Stamina.
I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
Okay, I need to watch my stamina.
My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Your king and country need you. Join the British ranks and help the brave lads at the front.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
Oh, I can eat rats.
I have this thirst for blood.
Come here, you.
This is despicable. Dizziness from the jump. I can now control it. I cannot enter.
I like the music, how it kind of sounds muted at points and then sort of
I have
really sharpens up.
thirst for blood. What will London have to say to me?
What will we have to say to London? The more pertinent question.
It's locked, all right. I've so many questions unanswered. Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood. I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
Here we go, Anchor. I think this is what you wanted.
Fresh blood. The smell is so strong.
Kind of like it. It's different. It's reminds me of Sin City for some reason. I guess the black and white with the bright red. I mean, not that I need it. I can kind of, I could follow the trail quite easily without it. Maybe not now. There's a little patch on that cart there. But, okay, we've got options for the first time. We can deviate. So before I follow that, I'll have a look around. It's locked.
There is no one in sight.
Don't want to get too far from my objective. There's a chest down there. Some screws and some grease. Lightning, you're burning up the quarter mile. Doesn't look like I can get down to that other chest. Despite me wander surprisingly far from where I have to go there. It's the same one as before? Oh. City. You. Life saved by efficient medical aid is a blow struck at the flu epidemic. Volunteers make the difference. Okay, let's get back on the killer's trail. Where's that cart? Should be just around this corner. Okay, I've lost myself. Oh, here it is. Steaks, liver and bacon, saltfish, egg, fruit, fruiter? What? A fruiterer? Never seen that word before. Greengrocer bread, flour, tea and cheese. Tea.
Where has everyone gone?
I'm gonna miss that chest. Let's go back down. I say chest, it's more like a basket. A new hideout is available in the district. Check your map to locate it. I just found a new hideout. Okay, so these are like bonfires. On the workbench you can craft medical treatments to heal sick citizens, serums to boost yourself, weapon upgrades, treatment for fatigue, use it to cure a sick citizen during a dialogue, treatment for anemia, treatment for sepsis. Okay, so I guess I should try and carry some of these around whenever I can. I want a two-handed weapon. Hopefully we'll find one soon. And okay. Guess I should sleep just to get my health back up. Increase the damage inflicted when using bite, increase your life regeneration when using bite, increase your health, increase your stamina. It's always going to be stamina for me. Very important in these kind of games. How much do I have? I can't see how much blood I actually have. Oh, it's at the top there, 200. The following night. Okay, so you sleep all day. That makes sense. That makes sense. And yes, that fills my health. Very nice. We're back on the trail of the killer. No fall damage, as expected.
The trail is very erratic, as if the killer was drunk or hesitant.
Yeah. The Turquoise Turtle. Sounds like a pub. Looks like a pub. Nitschka umbrellas, picture frames, and needlework supplies. What's that flashing over there? Britons working together. Skilled workers in engineering and kindred trades. Enrolled today as war munitions volunteers. Support the men at the front with plentiful supply of munitions. You will not suffer in wages. Get into the factory line and feed the firing line. Your manly work is not for me. Okay, let's get on the boozer.
At last, a little life.
Eternal thirst. Speak with the locals. Start with this, sir.
You didn't deserve this.
Start with this lady.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Are you alright? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
Should probably clean your shirt, dude.
Customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, now all these terrible murders.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah, killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog? What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, a Turquoise Turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
I'll leave then. Thank you. Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Not very helpful, Tom. What did she say? Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to India.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you.
Clean shit would be nice.
I'm not
barman.
Not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Will I lose that if I don't choose it first? Probably not, but let's make sure.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
Oh, you lose the previous.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. Professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
yes?
No funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Yeah, looks it. Damn, I lost some dialogue there. Collecting dialogue in this is.
What can I do for you?
Okay, I got it back.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Thank you. Goodbye.
This is no place for you.
Freemen have several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
They're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require them.
I think someone's eavesdropping.
Please, sir. You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Did you hear? I heard a noise and it sounded like the lady
Slowly,
did that.
vampire. Who are you?
Whoa.
I mean you no harm, saith the vampire. Present yourself. I need a word. Would anyone?
Well, that's something I can do for you. And who might you be?
So, when that woman finished talking about the eavesdropper, I heard a noise that sounded similar to the one that appears when I do the little teleport thing. So I think she might have been a vampire too. Okay, blood quality 6000 XP. That's if I kill him, I think. Now I think you can get this up by unlocking these hints. And I think you do that from quests, stories, and talking to them. The blood quality of the citizens is largely influenced by their health and the number of hints you gather before embracing. It's a nice way to put it. Dr. Edgar Swansea. Let's find out a little bit more about you, sir. Okay, he's a pillar of the community. Healthy status. So I guess all this is a social circle. Right, another thing I know about this game is the higher somebody's social circle, if you embrace that person or kill them, then the more chance you've got of the area going to shit. Mesmerized level. I think that's what you need to get up before you can embrace somebody. I don't know. Well, I do. I know my name's Jonathan because the subtitles told me. You first, sir.
Tell me, who are you?
First, tell me what you want. Then I may tell you.
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
You seem the expert. How would that be?
I have my secrets, as you have yours.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor? That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Maybe I should have said I would kill him.
Can I have some privacy, please?
You may. After I've plundered your drawers. Where did that woman go? Maybe down there. Sabrina Cavendish. Social circle, Tom Watts.
Off my thug shit, now it is time to pray. Off my thug shit, now it is time to pray.
Hey dude, how you doing, Cole? Dyson Delaney, 30% loss of blood quality from fatigue. So maybe if we're gonna kill somebody, we have to wait until they're not fatigued as well. What's that, Cole? Is that some lyrics or something?
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect
Good,
that someone
what about
else was
you?
here tonight.
I'm good, thank you, mate.
Tom wants to tell me about it.
Double S, double D, baby.
Here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop.
No, just made
He
it up.
came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. My God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
You're a lyricist, brother.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
You've just discovered a hint. It reveals a secret about a citizen or someone related to them. Press touchpad to open the citizen's menu. As a vampire, you need human blood to evolve. The blood quality bar indicates the XP you will earn if you feed on this citizen. Unlocked hints increase the amount of XP. Tom Watts. Tom and William Bishop used to be good friends. Okay, so there's another 4 hints I can unlock around this dude. Let's talk to Tom Watts. That's not Tom Watts, it's someone Dyson. And this is Watts, isn't it? Yeah.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
As a vampire, you can force a citizen to reveal information thanks to a hint you have discovered. Tell me about William.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Who is he?
William. Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. Can barely stand up most of the time.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What'd you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Got you. Do you know him?
May I disturb you again?
You're still ugly as sin.
You better watch your mouth, pal.
I'll leave you to your bottle then. I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city.
Right, so I saw some blood down here. There we go. And there he is. He doesn't look asleep. He looks dead.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. What's this? Some sort of note.
30th of October from G. McCullum to the Docks Patrols. Object: multiple deaths in the Docks region. We believe a nasty leech is involved. Locate the beast. Purge it. And quickly. Warning: according to recent reports, this vampire is very violent. Approach with extreme caution. I know we lack men in this part of town, but don't send rookies to investigate the case. If I'm correct, we've got a frenzied one killing each night. As always, search abandoned places first, like old houses, basements, sewers, or warehouses. Destroy the leech, brothers. The Brotherhood of the Prewin.
These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Oh, hello. There he is. Backstab.
Over there!
Equip and press triangle to use your ranged weapons and inflict both standard damage and stun damage. Be aware that your ammo is limited.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets.
How do I
I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Press L3 to spot enemies and display their enemy cards. Some enemies are more resistant to certain types of damage or 4 types of resistances. Physical melee, ranged, powers, blood and shadow. Orange indicates medium resistance, red indicates a high resistance. Okay, so these have got a high resistance to ranged and a medium resistance to melee. And him just to range. So there's not much point in using my gun here then. Damn, that dude nearly killed me, man.
doubt?
Okay, that guy's weak to ranged. I used Lupara. Son of Shotty.
How are you finding the combat?
Okay, I guess. Only had a few interactions so far. Might take a little bit of getting used to. Why can't I equip that? Oh, that's why. I just want to get a two-handed weapon so I can start parrying. Okay, he's weak to ranged. Let's get that shotty out.
Is it one open world or stages?
I'm not sure. I think it's a bit of an open world. But I'm not sure if it starts like that or not. I remember, like, on one of the reviews I read today, well, watched, or either the ACG.
Open world with loading for interiors?
There's been no loading yet. I just remember one of the reviews, I can't remember if it was ACG or Before You Buy, said that you can easily go to areas where you're underleveled for. So I presume you can kind of go anywhere. But I'm not sure. I know places are locked off at certain points, and you can open shortcuts like Bloodborne, Dark Souls. New practices, new tactics. That collectible.
Vampyr.
That's a big one. I know that some of our companions consider that the best advantage we have in our fight against leeches is that they can't go out during the day. Thus we can hunt them down when they hide, powerless in their sleep. This is a rookie mistake. First, because vampires are clever, and they have countless ruses and tricks to avoid being spotted in their den. Second, because they deploy many deadly traps to kill any intruders in what they consider their most precious sanctuary. It would cost us too much men and too much time to explore and eradicate vampires in their hideouts. The best tactic is to follow and destroy them when they really are vulnerable, when they hunt at night. It is much easier to attack them then, for they can easily be spotted. That's why the God of Priwen must evolve and develop and deploy new tactics to hunt leeches, small and mobile patrols. Tactics based on technological advantages, modern communications. We can learn many things from the war in France, new strategy, new equipment and new weaponry. Grenades, while phosphorus, white phosphorus even, ultraviolet light, bulletproof vests and flamethrowers. It is time for the God to embrace the 20th century. From A New War by Geoffrey McCullum, the Priwen leader. Yeah, so apparently it's quite open-ended. Like, you can kind of... I don't know if there's multiple endings, but your decisions in the game affect the world quite a lot. I don't know if that's in terms of where you can go, but certainly in how areas are in terms of enemies and NPCs and things like that.
The lore seems to have had a lot of thought gone into it.
I think that's supposed to be one of its strengths. I mean, it's made by the Life is Strange dudes, so I'd expect decent storytelling at the very least, and I'd hope that it was like above average. Rats are often located near hideouts. Using sensors will help you locate them more easily. That's a hideout there. Nice. I don't really need to sleep. Let's continue. Yeah, there's no loading for that building. I'm wondering if sleep drops an autosave there. Maybe I should sleep just to save the game. Do I want to use some skill points? I mean, I seem to be running out of stamina quite easily. Create an invisible barrier absorbing direct damage until it fades or is destroyed. You will block your target's blood in their veins, making them defenseless. You know what? I don't want to spend any. Does that save the game? I don't think it did. Maybe I do have to spend some just to sleep. Oh no, I can just confirm here. The following night.
Gonna play some games, catch you in a bit.
Alright Figgy, have a good day mate. Oh, okay, so sleeping, it's like using a bonfire, respawns the enemies. Interesting. Okay.
I cannot enter. Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Looks like a new weapon. Nope. A lead rod for crafting. Oh, we got a proper NPC here. Oh, it's William Bishop. Wait. Oh, that's the guy we're after. He's drinking from somebody. That's gotta be a weapon. He used scythe. Two-handed weapons. Press triangle to use the special ability. Okay, that's a parry. Nice. Gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
Confront William Bishop. First boss fight?
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Oh shit! Okay, so it works as like an interrupt unless you time it right, which is nice. Fuck. Oh. Get down, matey. Mr. Bishop. She dealt with. Wait, maybe that wasn't him. This is him. He's talking to himself. Wait, what? I'm confused. That's not William Bishop. It says... That is... Oh no. That's somebody else. Completely.
I forgive you. William, please. William was an honourable man. We could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
We knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Skal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
Roman, Unravel 1-2 bundle is on sale on PSN for $7.99.
You'd best
And
come as well.
instead you wasted
The
your
sun is
money
soon
on
to
this
rise and you'll need a
hangout.
place to rest.
I just need a moment.
I did look at Undertale, but I just don't think I'll enjoy it as much as everybody makes out. It's a little bit too expensive for me. I'd pay like £3 or £4 for it, but I don't want to pay £8.
Not Undertale.
Yeah, I did see it.
Unravel 1-2.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, you know what? I looked at that. I think I will get that. I'll tell you the reason I didn't get it. Because you get them...
2 games for $7.99.
Yeah. But also, you can get them free with EA Access. So I think maybe at Christmas time, I'm probably going to buy a year's worth of EA Access. And I get both of them with it. It's like, EA Access for a year is only £20. And you get both of those. And also The Sims 4, which I want to play. And A Way Out, which I want to play. And and Fe, F-E, I think that's how you pronounce it. I want to play that. That's on there as well. There's a couple of other things, but yeah, I'm gonna wait and play those when I get EA Access.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be something?
I've played A Way Out.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm thinking of seeing if I can get Aquarius on it. Play with him.
Subspecies of vampire. I must find a place to
I
analyze
tried
the
to
blood.
play Vampyr but just died and enjoyed it.
I'm really enjoying it so far. I think I'll like it. Vampyr.
Only one of you needs the game with A Way Out. I think I didn't buy it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right there. Didn't they do that with the new Wolfenstein game too? I think if you get that new Wolfenstein, only one of you needs it. Not sure. But yeah,
I reached off my friend.
I watched the trailer for Unravel, and it looks, you know, it does look like the kind of game you'd like, and it'll like the game that I'd really enjoy too. It looks pretty beautiful, to be fair.
Yeah, I think that's true, but I've heard it's bad.
I'll tell you what I really want, Sophie, that I think you'll enjoy. Oh god, what's it called? It's called For Lone Sails, I think. I think that's the name of it. Like a little indie title where you have to... like a post-apocalyptic thing where you're in charge of this huge... like land ship. I'm just waiting for that to go on sale. I'll definitely get that.
Never heard of it.
Check it out. I think you'll like the look of it. Little Nightmares as well. There's only £4. So tempted to get Little Nightmares.
Unravel 1 is beautiful and I enjoyed it so much. Unravel 2 plays slightly better and has customization, but less of a story.
William was... what manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... who is she?
What woman?
No, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back. But I will tell you, she values her privacy.
Yeah, I'll definitely play Unravel when I get the access. So
Little Nightmares is great. I played it on PS4. Day I bought the complete edition on Switch to play the DLC.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes.
Oh, about time.
So, what do you say?
So yes, I want the clean
It seems
clothes.
I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
How are you anyway, Sophie? Did you have a good weekend?
Yes, I did, thanks.
Good, good.
Did you finish the Jedi game?
No, I fixed that bug though. I had to reload a previous save. I'm playing it later today.
I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. I'm coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
10 days until Death Stranding. Okay, I like my new outfit. That coat is badass. Let's get a look in the light. Not so much. Don't like the leather patches on the shoulders and elbows, but that's gorgeous from the front. Beautiful. Look at my eye, my bloodshot eyes, man. Looking a bit glassy. It's a bit like Adam Jensen from Deus Ex. Is this a way to block me off going upstairs? It looks
I'm
like
sorry,
it.
Jonathan. Mr. Hampton needs me right now.
Okay, so I have to go this way. I could do with some health. How do I heal? I don't know how to heal in this game. It said something about using your own blood. Let's see if I can find out. Ah, medical checkup. R2, R1 maybe. Then my skills. What's the L1? Okay, neither of them do anything. Wait, let me check what that is on here. It is... Hey, you drain your own blood to heal. Why can't I use it? Oh, that's my maximum health. Okay, I see the little red thing. What's going on here?
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, dry it all.
Who's this murderer?
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Okay, so this is... The blood quality indicates how much XP you'll obtain from a particular citizen. Okay, so I can eat him if I want to, I guess. To drink the blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight. Your mesmerize level must be equal or higher than the citizen's resistance. Press L1 to mesmerize Clay. What if I don't want? I guess I've got to at this point. It's not going to give me a choice, so... He has no relationships. So that's good, because that means it's not going to do any harm to the area. But he does have 4 hints I could unlock about him. To get more XP. Follow the red trail to lead your prey into the shadows. And I've just realised my character looks more like Olivier Giroud, actually. The Arsenal, well, ex-Arsenal footballer who now plays for Chelsea. Looks a lot like him. Okay. Use the Force, Dr. Jonathan Reed. Press X to embrace, or square, or circle to release him. Embracing Clay will provide a massive XP boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints. Okay, I'm going to release him.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will
Football
not take another
sucks.
life.
You know what, Sophie, at the moment, as an Arsenal fan, it kind of does. Right, so we're going to find out more about this dude, and then we're going to eat him.
Did I black out? What happened? Whoa.
Okay, I can't actually...
Giddy.
I can't open a conversation tree with him yet. Right, what about the dude he...
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Okay. So I'm gonna need to feed at some point. Can't I just lick that blood up off the floor? Get a little straw. I think I heard rats, and that means there's a hideout nearby. I can definitely hear rats. Where are they? Probably above me. He fucking looks just like Jiru. Thank you, ma'am.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office.
Nice.
You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
Hi from Spain.
Hola, buenas noches.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him.
Soy Simon Perez Algifechas.
Hablas Español joder mi quedado loco.
No. Oh wait, Pablo. Okay. Hablas Español. Do you speak Spanish? Something crazy? I know loco is crazy. Don't make me go loco. No hablo español. I'm sorry. ¿Cómo estás? I know a little bit. ¿Cómo estás? Simon Perez.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Well, okay, no problem, bravo. Iam very nice tea.
Vale, okay, no problem. Brulo. I'm very nice. Good. Bueno.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
What did you say there, mate? Hang on. Comment hasn't come up yet. Okay, she's worth 2,000 XP, but we're not going to be doing Dorothy Crane. She's clearly going to be important to the community, so she will live. You from Is? I'm from England, mate. How do you say England in Spanish? I've forgotten. I did know that.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Okay, oh love London.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true.
I love.
The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible days.
She's glitching out.
Actually, yes. We met once before at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now.
Ja-ja, a girl.
Eminent surgeon.
Ja-ja.
Specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of the hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are
Gracias.
not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for
Gracias,
science.
señor.
I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
This is before equal rights were even a thing.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this
Is
concept while
PS4?
serving as a medical officer.
See.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office down again.
Let me see if I can help you here, man. I was gonna say maybe I could put Spanish subtitles for you, but I can't change the language of the subtitles, I'm afraid. Hey, it said I unlocked a hint, didn't it? Why couldn't it hasn't unlocked any of the... Corcoran is convinced that Gwyneth Brannigan is overqualified as a nurse. Guess this is Gwyneth Brannigan. Okay. That was the lady who was just glitching out, I believe.
Okay bro, add me name, AK47 Yeti.
Okay bro. Hang on a second, man. Did you ask me to add you, I think? Send me a friend request, mate, and I will accept it when I finish. When I finish streaming. I swear it said
Okay, bro.
I swear it said I unlocked a hint, but
no problem.
Doesn't seem
What
to
is the
be
Pembroke
one.
Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are...
Don't be miserable.
Okay, I think we're done with him. Medical checkup. Ah, that checks upon the him, okay. Got it.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Thank you, Dr. Tippett. Where did that lady go? No, that's not her. Don't think that's her. Oh, this is her.
Good
Miss
evening.
Nurse Brannigan.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised. But I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Hey, maybe she's a secret member of the Pre-Wen Brotherhood.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Ooh, steady.
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
I thought she meant she liked the young ones.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left for Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
In Halloween 1 is special live.
Hang on a second, man. I just need to wait until that comment comes up on it. In Halloween 1 special live. On Halloween, will I be doing a live stream? I will. I stream every day, Simon, I'm not sure how you pronounce that in Espanol. I stream every day, so I will be streaming on Halloween. I think I'm going to stream this and Dreams.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Hang on a second. Let me. I'll probably be streaming this and Dreams. I'll be looking through the horror games on Dreams on Halloween, I think. Have you heard of Dreams?
Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
A lot of people haven't, which
there's
is
a
unfortunate.
euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the
Okay.
epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You're right. When dealing with such a terrible disease, one must remain humble. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try our best.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
I don't really want to tell her to get a grip. It seems a little bit rude. But it might open up a new hint. I guess we should just use all the dialogue options. Well, this is a good way to find out whether it kind of screws over, I guess.
You must get a hold of yourself,
Sorry.
Okay,
I'm
it
exhausted.
wasn't as rude as I thought.
No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
I thought he was going to shake her by the shoulders. Get a grip, woman! But, it was okay. Which one did I do? That one.
Hi
Okay.
Romans, emoji smiling face with Halo.
Hey,
Did
Aquarius.
you get a good rest? And I was actually going to get this game a while ago.
I did,
emoji
dude.
Smiling face with Halo.
It's on sale. I think, well, it's on sale in Europe in the Halloween sale. So I don't know about America. But that's why I got it. It's very dialogue heavy so far, which I kind of like.
Good evening, sir.
It's a nice change of pace from what I've been playing recently.
I'm new.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
How are you doing, Aquarius? How's Mimi, dude?
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since too long, I guess. I'll bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
It sounds like things have been
Let's
a bit rough.
empathise with him.
What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
New investigation. Nice.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Mimi looks healthy, the only problem is Hez getting a little skinny. Emoji cold sweat. I would play this but I'm stuck playing Fallout 4. Emoji smiling face with Halo.
I noticed on my notifications feed you got a few trophies yesterday, dude. So I guess you're still not playing with mods. No mods.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing
Give
to steal
me a
my
little
money.
cuddle from me, dude.
You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr.
Fnar, fnar.
A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Well, I've already got guns. I might buy some
I'm jealous
ammunition.
of all of you. I had to sell my PS4 because I needed money to send to Roman.
Wait, what? Who's that? SMP. What are you talking about, nutcase? Right, how many, I've got 63 shillings.
Ha ha ha.
Okay, I guess we'll come back and buy some of this stuff later. Buy some ammo, only 2 each. Are they 12 each? No, 3, okay.
I will Roman, emoji smiling face with Halo. No mods so far but I'm loving it, emoji smiling face with Halo.
Okay, so I can sell to him as well. Right. I think I spoke to everybody out here. I think.
I like that guy's beard, to be honest.
Dude, he looks like a footballer that used to play for the team I support, Arsenal. A Frenchman
Currently
named...
I'm playing Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Fallout 4 and Streets of Rogue, emoji smiling face with Halo.
Dude, I'm playing Breakpoint, Fallout 76, this, Jedi Outcast, Pro Evolution Soccer. I need to get back on Kingdom Come, because I missed that game. And then in 10 days, Death Stranding. I need to get back to Days Gone and Assassin's Creed.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
He looks like who? I want to look him up.
A French footballer named Olivier Giroud. His surname is spelled G-I-R-O-U-D. Prevent disease, careless spitting, sneezing, coughing, spread influenza. Spread by droplets sprayed from nose and throat. Do not cough in public. You can talk to a lot of people in this game. Pretty much everybody, I think. And they've all got like a little story that tie into the game world.
He does look like that guy.
Told you, man.
I wish I had his looks. Hi, friends.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I'm sure you're just as beautiful in your own way, SMP.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes.
Could you at least tell me your names?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
Doctor.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
I checked on him. He doesn't want to talk to me. I need some medical stuff to make him better.
What can you tell me about yourself?
That's the technical term. Medical stuff. I need some medical stuffs.
That's all that matters.
I shall, Beatrice. I shall try. Are you that rich? What are you doing in your life, my dear?
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
It's a bit presumptuous, isn't it? Are you that rich?
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, next to my husband. Rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Quite impressive voice work so far. Everybody's
like video browse.
Everybody's been really good in terms of voice work. Like video browse.
Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived.
Hola, soy Simon.
Considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming.
I thought you'd left, Simon.
I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
I think Simon was talking to you two, Aquarius SMP. He's new to the stream.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital.
Hello, amigo.
What gave you such
the
a
voice
bad
with the
first
faces is so much better than Star Wars. Emoji happy tears.
And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to
Oh,
secure a
hello,
bed for my
Simon.
son despite the epidemic.
Emoji grin.
It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people
Hello,
involved.
bro.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I'll be playing Star Wars again later, Aquarius, or... who said that? Was it Aquarius or was it SMP? SMP. I'll be playing it again tonight. I fixed that bug that I got. Yeah, let me have a look at you. Mortimer and Beatrice. That's a lot of XP. I don't want to kill anybody though.
Simon, you should come on here more.
He's subbed today, so maybe he will.
Oh, that's great, Roman. You know I'll be here later.
Okay, we have exhausted our dialogue options with Miss Goswick. We shall say our goodbyes. Right, so I can make. If I go up to my office, there'll be a crafting thing. Maybe I can make this guy's.
Bro.
Maybe I can make this guy something for his sore throat.
Great news. He seems like one of the nice guys.
Dude, I've said it before and I'll say it again. 99.999999999% of the people that come to my stream are nice guys. I'm just really lucky that way. We get the odd, maybe 1 in 1,000 silly people, but you're all exemplary, ladies and gentlemen.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Yeah, this guy doesn't want to tell me anything. Oh.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured, you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Okay. I'm gonna get you something for your throat, mate.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
We must communicate.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate.
You smoking weed, bro?
Would it help
No.
if I gave you some paper and a pen?
I'm not.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe.
Ha ha ha.
Just a second, Simon. I used to, Simon, but I quit smoking last year. I'm using my vape. I use a vape now for my nicotine hit. But I quit smoking cigarettes and weed last year. About 14 months ago now.
I'm smoking some meat later though with the BBQ grill.
Nice.
Hey ha ha ha.
Nice.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any.
SMP. You crazy cat.
Hey ha ha ha.
Okay, that's Miss Crane. We've spoken to her. We've got this guy. We've got that doctor. I thought there was another doctor in here too. But...
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me.
Iam rich bro iam emprendimiento online.
Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
I am rich, bro. I am emprendimiento. What does that mean, emprendimiento? Entrepreneur, maybe? An online entrepreneur? Well, nice to hear, man.
Emprendedor.
I don't, yeah, I don't know what that means. Entrepreneur, maybe?
Are you satisfied with your treatment?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
CEO
Are you sure you don't want to
Web.
operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
What was that, Simon? Chief Executive Officer of what?
Who is the third person watching? Join us, emoji slightly smiling face.
I think it's me. I've got the stream open on my phone so I can see the chat, but it's been a bit crappy at the moment. CEO in 3Web. Damn, dude, I don't know what 3Web is, but yeah, you probably are rich. I'm poor. But, you know, we can still be friends. There's no class system here, Simon.
Dropshipan, emoji money mouth
Goodbye
face,
for now,
emoji money
I'll
mouth
see you
face,
later.
emoji money mouth face, emoji money mouth face.
What's a money mouth face? Ooh, an unfinished letter. Pembroke Hospital, 2nd of November. My dear children, sorry I did not write to you before, but it hurts like hell just to write these few words on bloody paper. Don't worry, Daddy will go out of the hospital as soon as the doctors fix his arm. In the meantime, if you need something, go see Mr. Chadwick at the construction site and tell him... Okay, this is that guy I've just spoken to, so this accent is not fitting at all. You remember Robert Chadwick, the big guy with the moustache who helped me repair the house doors last spring. Go see him and ask for a few bob. He won't refuse to spare you a few. I'm sorry I can't work anymore for now, but we'll figure out something as soon as I'm out. Don't worry, everything will be fine as soon as Daddy's arm is strong again. As soon as the doctors have fixed my arm... Something. Right, where did that doctor go?
IAMFBA in Amazon, emoji money mouth face, emoji money mouth face, emoji money mouth face. My entire year's pay equivalency is less than £1 probably, haha.
SMP. Well, same here, man.
I believe we're going to be working together.
I've been lucky recently
Dr.
with some
Swansea informed
donations,
us of your arrival, but I
and I've
could
got a
not
little
bear
bit of
to
work
believe
next week
you
with one of my
have
friends.
such
But
Such an honor, sir. Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
I don't know what an FBA is,
What's
Simon.
a few bob?
A few bob is a few pounds.
Me Instagram is manual, too is true.
Okay, we can't ask him any personal questions. Tell me about yourself, Dr. Thoreau Strickland.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed.
Then
I
what's
run my
with...
own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
I based
Add
my
me
technique
browse.
on my mentor's research.
Quid is the same. It's a pound, like another name for a pound.
What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's...
Bob is like, it's probably not a pound because it was quite a long time ago. I think it's... A bob was maybe 5 shillings. It's like an old money term, SMP. That it's still used today though. Even somebody will still use that today. But we refer to it as like, if you say now a few bob, it just means a few pounds. It just means money. You can use it sarcastically, like you can say, oh yeah, I made a right few bob, and that could mean you made a lot of money. It's just it's like slang for money now. But I think it used to be an actual monetary value. It might have been 5 shillings. I'm not sure. You'd have to Google the origin of the term, sir.
His theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
A quid is a
As long
pound.
as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Paragan Artenaeus Caesar Exhibisos Y Sir Creativos. Have you played Streets of Rogue with Aquarius?
Ne hablos
Thanks, Rome,
español.
my bro.
Ne hablas español. I've not played Streets of Rogue yet. I'm waiting for it to go on sale. As soon as it goes on sale, I'll get it. And me and Aquarius are going to rock it.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your
Okay,
work
ha
have
ha
inspired
ha.
me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
Let's try and figure that out, what Simon said. Paragona tenea? Teneus? Paragona tenea. Que ser exitosos y ser creativos. Yeah, I've not got a clue. If anybody did Spanish at school, have a go.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. You're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I
So
ordered
does
for
it
my
has any
personal
vision?
research. Yet my
Yes,
supply
Anchor,
seems to
I
have
will show you in a
You
second.
want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the product.
It's quite cool, actually.
Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
HHMM I don't know if I'm right, but I think he said something about how existence creation.
I don't know if I'm quite right. I think he said something about existence and create. I think there was definitely creation at the end, or creative. About your blood transfusion technique. Anchor, as soon as this dialogue's over, I'll show you the vision thing.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father. Ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Sorry me speak English little. I left in between so I don't know.
Gracias.
This personal
I know you did,
involvement
Anchor.
also appears
How
to be a
dare
matter
you,
of
sir?
impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes and fears.
Esther Bean Simon mi amigo.
Some biological machine comprised of blood, bones and flesh.
Okay, I think we're done with this guy.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Yeah, so Anchor, here's the that's what it looks like. I kind of like it, the black and white and the red. Reminds me of Sin City. But also you can see the people and it tells you a little bit about them. And if you don't want to see them, you can just turn it off like that.
Be right back, brothers.
This is going to be really helpful actually, because it's such a dialogue heavy game and you have to see all these different people. Whoa, that kind of freaked out on me there. Investigate citizens' actions.
Nice. Amigo os puedo enseñar como ganar dinero on internet levo y nos ganando mucho levo of the famosos YouTubers Hispanales YX.
Let's see it again.
I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
He's talking to the dead.
It's locked, all right.
Traduction please SMP.
Let me see there. What did you say, Simon? Amigo, friend, es puedo enseñar como ganar dinero. Okay, that's something about money on the internet. Something
But
years.
Visions, Roman.
Levo años ganando mucho levo. A famous YouTuber español.
You must be very angry about this unfair situation.
Okay, so I think he said something about friends and then getting more money for the internet, something years, very something famous Spanish YouTubers and etc. I don't know what that means, but you don't use Visions, Roman. No, I don't normally, Anchor, but when I'm playing a supernatural being, I feel
when
like
do you stream Fallout 76 emoji crying loudly.
Probably tomorrow. Seb, probably tomorrow, man. I'm sorry, Seb. I'm gonna play Star Wars Jedi Knight Outcast tonight because I want to play that every day because then I can finish it quite quickly, and that's just a game done with that I can take off my list.
I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
Okay, I need to get around the back there to get in there.
Okay, I'm okay.
I cannot enter.
Emoji nerd face.
Let's see if we can find a way round. The hell is that?
It's locked, all right.
What is this?
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench.
Emoji smiling with Halo.
I understand you must be very...
Can't get to him. Right, I should probably just go to my office and talk to the rest of these people in a little while. Because I think I've just spent like the last hour talking to people. There's a lot of dialogue in this game, which I like, but I'm aware it doesn't make for the most exciting stream. So let's go to the office. We'll do a bit more talking when we come back down. I think she said last door on the left of the second floor. Okay, well this must be the second floor. would normally call this the first floor, but on the left, I guess she means over
What's the
this way.
genre?
This game? It's kind of like a less combat-heavy version of... no, that doesn't really make sense. The combat's a little like Dark Souls. There's RPG elements a little bit like a BioWare, an older BioWare game, I guess, like a Mass Effect, an older Mass Effect, something.
It's locked, all right.
But there's a lot of talking, a lot of different ways to take the game in a meaningful way, depending on how you interact with the world. So I guess a light action RPG. I'd probably describe it as. Oh dear, looks like a badass weapon. A used hacksaw. Excuse me. Patient, Thomas Alwood, male, 28. Followed by Dr. Tippett, status convalescence.
Do choices have consequences?
Yes, very large ones. I'll explain a little bit about that when I've read these notes. The patient's face has been heavily burnt and disfigured by a bomb during the war. Even with the use of the strongest sedatives, he affirms to regularly endure severe pain from the wounds, as if the flames are still burning under the skin, he says. Examinations of this cicatrized? I'm not really sure what that word is. It's the first time I've ever seen that word. I kind of want to know what it means. I've got a dictionary somewhere. Where is it? Can't find it. Anyway, they show no trace of inflammation, infection or swelling. The scars are clean. Could it be a case of persisting nerve damage? The patient never ceases to blame himself for his disfiguration. Could it be a case of guilt of the survivor? Phantom pain manifesting as a punishment for not dying with his comrades.
I like those games that do have consequences on choices.
Yeah, so apparently this one's got big ones. So let me... Okay, so when you see an area... doesn't actually say here. Let me see if I can get to an area. Right, they'll have like a status. Which one did I start at? Southwark. The docks. You can't actually see them here. Maybe we can see them on the tree. Okay, so this is where I started, this area. And they'll have a status, which I can't see here. But all these people, every NPC in the game, you can kill. You can eat. You see how it says blood quality, XP? That's how you level up. By eating, by killing the inhabitants of the world. Now he's got 3000 XP because he's a pillar of the community. See that where it says pillar? We can increase that by unlocking hints on him. That you get that through dialogue and through doing side missions, I think. But if say we killed this guy, the pillar of the community, it would have a huge effect on the area and the status of the area. I think that's... Let me see if that changes. Okay, this is the status of the area
As
here.
he's vampire after all.
This is the status of the area, I think. The more people you kill in an area, the lower it gets, and the more combat heavy that area will become. So vampire hunters will move in. The actual visuals in the area apparently change as well. So it'll become more run down. And so you have to choose how you're going to level up quite carefully. People like him, he's got no social circle, it seems like. You can kind of, they're the ones that you should be going for, the guys who don't have anyone to care for them, basically. But if I kill like this person with these two friends, that's probably going to be bad, but I'd get a higher blood quality, so there's a bit of a trade-off there. And like I say, I don't know a great deal, I've only watched the ACG review and the before you buy, but apparently your choices really do matter. They make a huge difference to the actual game world. So we found nearly everybody at the hospital. 1, 2, 3, 5 more people here that we've not spoken to yet. And as you can see, the status is healthy. So it's quite complex, quite a complex system, and it's a unique system. I've not seen anything like that in any other games. So I think it's going to be quite interesting, and it will be conducive to multiple playthroughs. You know, it'll be good to play through, try and not kill anybody, and then it'll be good to play through trying to kill everybody. The problem with not killing people,
it's locked,
is you're not going to be able to level up and get your new skills and stuff. So the combat will be really difficult. Dr. Reed, my office. Nice.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Now then.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Can I give it water? Dear Jonathan, I asked Nurse Crane to secure an office for you on the second floor. Please forgive the austere decoration, but Pembroke Hospital is not exactly the Ritz. Sorry to let you discover your office alone, but I need to sleep a little before going back to work. I'm just a mere mortal, after all. I also gave orders to let you rest and for the staff to never enter your room. You'll be able to sleep all day without being disturbed and work at night without raising any suspicion. I'm afraid the place is quite messy, but you'll be able to conduct your experiments here at your own pace. You'll also notice there is an open window with a scaffolding that will allow you to enter or exit the hospital without being noticed. I imagine how awfully new and disturbing this all must be for you. Believe me, I have studied enough of your species to understand what you must now be facing and feeling. Be assured, I'll do whatever I can to help you in this ordeal. Know that you are not completely alone facing it. I'm glad I met you. These dark times we are all presently facing, I hope our future collaboration will yield great results. Welcome to Pembroke, my esteemed colleague. We shall talk soon. Yours sincerely, Edgar Griffith, Swansea. P.S. I left a copy of some of my notes concerning what I have discovered about Akon in the last few years. Feel free to read about it if you need some advice, as long as you don't use this knowledge to take advantage of me. Right, so that dude with the bad throat downstairs, I might be able to craft him a remedy. Article on Econs or Econs. It is a rare opportunity and almost a privilege to approach a vampire to observe their most intriguing physical and psychological traits with a scientific and rational eye. Here are some of the most fascinating abilities I've personally observed over the last 10 years while interviewing a few vampires or Econ. Econ? That's new to me in vampire lore. Econ. Supernatural speed. A vampire can act and move like a mortal in all his actions, but the trained eye will spot that they have the keenest senses and can react quicker than any mortal. On a few occasions, alarm, surprise, necessity to flee, I've seen a vampire move so quickly it is almost as if they vanish just to reappear somewhere else. The human eye cannot follow their movements when they act so quickly, but it is not a teleport or dematerialization. It is only a supernatural speed. For me, it is a cat-like attribute, which allows them to run, dodge, or jump longer and faster than us. I've also noticed that such speed tends to exhaust them, and that they are bound to physical limitations. Mesmerism... bloody blood, that's just when we use that to... it's like the Force, the Jedi mind trick. Blood awareness. This may be the most catastrophic ability of all concerning vampires, since it is the cause of so many tragedies for them and us. Vampires crave for blood. They must use their will to restrain themselves from frenziedly drinking every drop of blood they can see. They need blood to function and to express their full supernatural traits. A famished vampire can be very weak, even if he cannot die of hunger or thirst. This urge, this need for blood may explain why a vampire is so aroused by it. A vampire confessed to me that blood could sometimes blind him, since its smell and attractiveness can be so strong. When he focuses, a vampire can almost see blood all around them, inside warm bodies, through walls, on a supposedly clean weapon, etc. The same vampire even told me that he can see if a mortal has clean blood or is ill, and that in some cases he can even sense diseases, infected clothes, or even items in a room. If this is true, it could have so many medical applications it almost beggars belief. Right, let me see if I can craft.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Craft something for that guy's throat. You first need to analyze the components you found to unlock new recipes. Click on the to analyze components. Analyze a fresh sample of William Bishop's blood. You have enough components to improve one of your weapons. Well, I'm using this one, so let's upgrade this one. You can upgrade your weapon to a new level, it will inflict more damage, and you will also gain access to customization slots. Enhance damage or increase blood absorption. Let's just go for damage. Oh, we can make it level 3. No, we can't. Short on things.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night.
They definitely modelled him on Olivier Giroud. He looks so much like him. Same hair, same beard, same eyes, same nose. Okay, so we need to something for a throat. What's a bad throat? Maybe we can just give him that. Right, so can I move this into there? No. Okay, so I don't think we can help that guy yet, actually. Rest in bed until the next night. Enter the backyard garden. I've tried. Oh, maybe we can go... They said I had a window that I could open and escape from. Which one is it? Is this it? These, I cannot leave through any of these windows. Maybe I need to sleep first. But I really want to know what that guy was doing down there. Where is he? Wait, do I have to go back to them? That's him. He's still there. Oh, he's here now.
Good evening.
Let's find out what he was doing.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague.
What time is it? 10 to 8. Okay, I'm gonna get off soon.
A colleague.
I'm gonna have to get some food.
Are you a doctor too? Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue. What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked? No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor. Do you work here alone? Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open. Why do you have to watch these bodies? Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens. Why close the hospital's main morgue? It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave. Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses? Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone. How did you get this job? After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
She's very dead now, unfortunately.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
Well, he is Indian.
I believe we must do all the good we can while alive.
It's a big belief system of reincarnation in India.
The obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
Jesus.
So you're ready to die?
No, I'm not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital instead of a burden.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery.
You will be my entertainment for the next 40 minutes.
But my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Hey Alpha, I might not even be on that long, mate. I think I'm getting off really soon. I need to go get some dinner. I'm bloody starving.
And are you not afraid?
How are you doing today, man?
Strickland may be blind.
Are you on lunch break?
I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Other people may say that's too conservative a point of view.
Conservative? And what are you going to say to Mr. Fiddick if he loses his arm because of the operation? Because that's what's going to happen if the surgery is a failure.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse.
Fourth period, what's that? Is that a free period, dude?
Progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
Why aren't you studying?
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
What a twat bag. Maybe you'll be the first person I eat in here, sir.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Yes. Thank you. Alright, now I picked up a something for throats. Maybe I can give it to this guy now.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Oh.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you're not really. I see.
Yes, maybe.
Oh, I got him a thing
Why
there.
did your mother have you hospitalized?
My mother...
I thought...
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Okay. I thought I could fix him because I just bought some stuff that said was for bad throats. Let me just check. Oh, it's only an ingredient. Okay. Where is the backyard garden? This is the front of the hospital. Crumpled letter, dear love. I finally found the missing money for the fee asked by the ambulance driver to bring you to the hospital. Don't worry about nothing now except getting better, for I took care of everything. I asked some of our neighbours and they told me that this Mr. Hooks is something of an honest crook. He may ask for extra money in exchange for a bed, but the bed is then guaranteed. I'm sorry I refused to pay first, and I realise now that the important thing that you may get better soon. The Pembroke Hospital is a good place, I heard, despite the bad behaviour of this Milton Hooks. I promise you that everything is okay now. I'll see you in our clean bed as soon as possible. With fondest love, Nikolai. Nikolai. Okay, we've got a new thing from Milton, so we can go and talk to him again. Oh, I just robbed the dead. Don't want to do that. Milton Hooks, he was the ambulance guy. I need to get in there, man.
It's locked, all right.
I guess to get in there... Oh, hello, let me in. Ah, great. I'm gonna have to, like, mesmerize this dude, I think. Get him to take me in there. That would be my guess. Right, let's look, why are they?
It's locked.
What are you guys doing?
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke.
The ambulance.
What do you mean?
She managed...
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
What are you doing in here?
This hospital seems to have fallen apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Huh. What were they doing? I guess I should have just listened at the door rather than going in there. Oh, well, hopefully I can sleep in that winter. That'll still be available tomorrow. There, they're at it again. Yeah, they're doing something. I must need some kind of stealth skill, I don't know. Alright, I've been speaking to everyone in here. Dr. Crane, yes. Strickland, yes. I need to find the ambulance dude. She's new. Hooks, where did you go, Hooks? I think I've got more information for this guy now.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick. Good.
Yes, two.
You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother, if I may ask?
She died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin raids. We never found her body.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot. Fear and disgust on every streetcar.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard's syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul. Or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities. Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
You know you can't hide forever. One day you'll have to face your loved ones. Until that day, you have no chance of real recovery.
My friends all died in the trenches. It's shameful enough to be alive with these stupid scars. I don't want my children to see me like this.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
You told me before you don't want your children to see you like this. Do you have any other family?
My sister Agatha has raised my nippers since their mother died. Don't want them to look at me like this.
How could children despise their father injured in the war?
What do you think? They saw me. Once. My poor angels left the room crying. They keep on having nightmares every week, my sister told me.
Your sister's not a child. I'm sure she has nothing but respect for a wounded soldier, and you are her brother.
You don't know my sister Agatha. She may be young, but she's all discipline and morality. If she ever found out what really happened...
She doesn't have to know.
She's a sly one, my sister. One day she'll find out the truth and knock 7 bells out of me. Nah. I'm better off here.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Damn. The pain.
Good evening,
Here
Miss
again.
Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wish I could be sick again. Feel my blood boil with the fever.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the dockers' trade union. The wet boot boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith, willing to preach the good word.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Daily routine.
I'm busy right now.
I cannot enter.
Okay, that's it for today. I think I spoke to nearly everybody. You know what, let's have a look before I do this. Where is the, here we go. Oh, there's 2 more people. What does that thing mean? On the bottom of his, yellow. Cure with treatment for fatigue. Okay. $1,290 XP. I am not going to spend any. I'm going to save it because I don't know what to spend it on. In fact, can I just save the game without? No, I don't think I can. Oh, I think somebody just came to the stream. I apologise. I'm just about to finish.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. What about my thirst for blood?
Yes, what about your thirst for blood, Dr. Reed? I'll be back maybe later tonight with Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast. I'll be back tomorrow with more of this and maybe Fallout 76. Everybody who came today, in case you come back, watch the end of this, thank you. Love you long time, as always. Adios amigos, au revoir mes amis, arrivederci miei amici, auf Wiedersehen mein Freund, sayonara, good night, take care of yourselves and each other.